Hey there, welcome to Chris's Texas Sports Podcast. I'm Chris, by the way. This week, the Texans host the Bears on Sunday Night Football. The Bears, who were led by number one draft pick Caleb Williams, came from behind to beat the Titans 24-17 last week. Hall of Fame sports writer John McClain says that the Texans defense needs to eliminate the big pass to beat the Bears. He also says that the ground attack with running back Joe Mixon can be a game changer for the Texans. Speaking of Joe Mixon, he's the AFC Offensive Player of the Week for Week 1. On Wednesday, the Texans signed Desmond King to the practice squad and signed linebacker Rashad Weaver from the practice squad to the active roster. The Cowboys host the Saints on Sunday afternoon at noon. The game will be on Fox. With the Saints coming in, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott wants their offense firing on all cylinders. Cowboys DeMarcus Lawrence says last week's defense against the Browns is just the beginning of what the Cowboys can do this year. Cowboys rookie tackle Tyler Guyton said he played poorly against the Browns, but he's motivated for the next challenge. The Cowboys might be without tight end Jake Ferguson, who had a knee injury on Sunday. In college football, Texas State lost to Arizona State last night 31-28. I watched that game. It was on ESPN. It's a pretty good game. Anyway, number 2, Texas hosts UT San Antonio tomorrow night also on ESPN. The Longhorns are playing a UTSA team that got blown out last week by Texas State, but I don't think, from what I've heard, Coach Sarkisian doesn't want to take them lightly. He wants them to keep their foot on the gas and says they're capable of anything but entitled to nothing. Anyway, quarterback Quinn Ewers was named the Maxwell Award Player of the Week. He was also recognized by the Earl Campbell Tyler Rose Award. Defensive back Andrew Makuba claimed the Paycom Jim Thorpe Award National Defensive Back of the Week Award. And center Jake Majors was the Outland Trophy's National Player of the Week award winner for his performance during the Longhorns' 31-12 victory over number 10 Michigan. Like I said earlier, UTSA lost to Texas State last week. They lost by a score of 49-10. This will be the second time that UT and UTSA have played. The last time was 2 years ago. The Roadrunners are coached by Jeff Traylor, who had a 7-5 record his first year, then 12-2, followed by 11-3, and then went 9-4 last year. Coach Traylor said he thought that Texas State outplayed them and were more physical and broke a lot of tackles. Anyway, the game's at 6 o'clock on ESPN. Also tomorrow, U of H hosts Rice in the annual Bayou Bucket. The Cougars are 0-2 while the Owls are 1-1. That game is at 7 o'clock and is on ESPN+. In Houston, you can hear it on KBRC AM 950. By the way, this is the 50th anniversary of the Bayou Bucket. During the game, they're going to recognize U of H athletes who competed in the 2024 Olympics. U of H has scored 31-plus points in 14 consecutive games against the Owls from 2005 to the present. During the rivalry's 45 games played, the Cougars have eclipsed 50 points 7 times, 60 points 5 times, and 70 points twice, coming in 2009 and 2011. The Cougars returned 21 players who played against the Owls last year, with only 7 players from the squad's last win in the Bayou Bucket when they beat the Owls 44-27 in 2022. Two players from that game who are still with the team are wide receiver Joseph Manjack IV and linebacker Jamal Morris. In two games against Rice, Manjack owns 8 receptions for 81 yards. Last year, quarterback Donovan Smith accounted for 5 total touchdowns, 2 passing, 3 rushing against the Owls, completing 24 42 passes for 260 yards and rushed 16 times for 57 yards. Last year, defensive back A.J. Halsey matched the game best with 7 tackles against the Owls. This will be U of H's non-conference finale before they start Big 12 play next week at Cincinnati. The Cougars are 14-5 in non-conference games at TDECU Stadium from 2014 to the present, including tomorrow versus Rice. Their last non-conference contest featured 7 games against Group of 5 opponents, 3 against Power 5, 1 against Independent. They haven't played an FCS non-conference opponent since beating Grambling 45-0 in 2021. Baylor hosts Air Force tomorrow at 6:30. That game's on FS1. The theme of the Baylor Air Force game is Mission Black Ops. Fans are encouraged to wear black to the game. The Bears lost 23-12 to Utah last week. Texas Tech hosts North Texas at 11 o'clock tomorrow. At halftime, they will induct former Red Raider greats Thomas Howard, Andrew Tillman, and Wes Walker into the school's Ring of Honor. They're going to have heat management stations at the game. TCU starts Big 12 play when they host Central Florida at 6:30 tomorrow. The Horned Frogs are 2-0 for the first time since 2022, when they played for the national championship. This is the first time the two schools have played each other in football. The Horned Frogs are playing 11 Power 4 conference teams this year. It's also the first time they're playing a team from Florida since they lost to Miami 45-10 in 1992. They have a 5-7 record against schools from Florida. They're a 2-1 against Florida State and a 3-6 against Miami. They're also 11-3 in home games under head coach Sonny Dykes. Coach Dykes is a 1-1 against UCF. He coached against them when he was at SMU. Texas A&M travels to Florida to play the Gators in the Swamp in the SEC opener for both teams. That game is on ABC and it starts at 2:30. Another Texas college football action. UTEP plays at Liberty. Sam Houston hosts Hawaii. Abilene Christian plays at Northern Colorado. The Wildcats are ranked number 25 in the FCS Top 25. Stephen F. Austin plays at McNeese State. Texas A&M Commerce hosts Grambling. Prairie View plays at Michigan State. In Lone Star Conference action, Angelo State hosts Eastern New Mexico. Texas A&M Kingsville plays at Mississippi College. Sul Ross hosts Wayland Baptist. In Division III in the American Southwest Conference, Hardin Simmons plays at Curry. Howard Payne plays at Southwestern Assemblies of God, or Nelson University as they call it now. UMHP hosts Westgate Christian. And East Texas Baptist plays at Hendricks. Up next, we'll look at Astros and Rangers news. And Astros and Rangers news, Astros outfielder Chas McCormick is on the IL with a wrist injury, while second baseman Jose Altuve is listed as day-to-day with right side discomfort. The Astros beat the A's last night 6-3. The Mariners lost to the Rangers 5-4, and that drops the Astros' magic number to clinch the AL West and a playoff spot to 12. In Rangers news, shortstop Corey Seager is out for the rest of the season with a sports hernia. Yikes. And Major League Soccer action this weekend in Texas, or what everybody else calls it, the other football, as they say. The Houston Dynamo host Real Salt Lake tomorrow, while Austin plays at Toronto. In college volleyball in Texas, number 6 UT swept Houston in 3 sets. Baylor is hosting the Baylor Invitational, and they beat LSU 3-1 on Thursday. They'll play Sanford on Sunday. Rice plays at number 9 Creighton tomorrow. SMU hosts Kentucky tonight. Number 25 TCU is hosting the Fight at the Fort. They swept Texas A&M Commerce and Prairie View yesterday. Texas Tech beat UT Rio Grande Valley in the Rio Grande Valley tournament. Tech won 3-2. Texas A&M is hosting the Texas A&M Invitational. They host Temple tonight at 6:30. Then they play New Hampshire tomorrow at 5. Then on Sunday they play Louisiana at 2. North Texas plays Cal Poly this evening at 5 in the Dig in the Desert tournament in Las Vegas. Then they'll play a host UNLV tomorrow afternoon at 3. Sam Houston is playing in the Roadrunner Classic. They'll play Alabama today at 12:30. And then Central Arkansas tonight, or this afternoon. And they'll play a host UTSA tomorrow at 2. Texas State swept Oregon State 3-9. Their next match is at Hawaii on Sunday at midnight local Texas time. UTEP is playing in the South Dakota Classic. This afternoon at 3 they play Iowa State. Then tomorrow at 1 they play Montana State. And at 11:30 on Sunday they play South Dakota. As I said earlier, Sam Houston is playing in the Roadrunner Classic hosted by UTSA, and they'll play UTSA on Saturday tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Roadrunners are playing Alabama tonight, and then of course Sam Houston on Sunday. In college soccer, number 14 Texas beat Houston Christian 3-0. Houston lost to UCF 6-0. Baylor lost to number 15 Oklahoma State in the Big 12 opener. Texas A&M beat Central Connecticut 2-0. North Texas beat Florida Atlantic 1-0. SMU beat Syracuse 4-1 in the ACC opener. SMU fields a men's soccer team, and they play Incarnate Word tonight at 6 in Dallas. They're giving away ACC T-shirts. TCU and Texas Tech play to a 0-0 draw. Lamar and Louisiana play to a 1-1 draw. Tarleton lost to Northwestern State 1-0. A&M Corpus beat Texas Southern 2-0. Incarnate Word beat UTEP 1-0. And A&M Commerce and Grambling played to a 2-2 draw. In women's soccer in the Lone Star, Angelo State lost to Central Oklahoma 3-2. In the Lone Star Conference in men's soccer, West Texas A&M beat Eastern New Mexico 3-1. In women's soccer in the American Southwest, today LeTourneau plays at Dallas. UT Dallas plays at Trinity. Texas Lutheran plays at East Texas Baptist. Tomorrow, Southwestern plays at Hardin-Simmons. Sunday, Texas Lutheran at UT Dallas. East Texas Baptist at St. Thomas. And Howard Payne at Trinity. Kaylee Maddox from Hardin-Simmons earned Offensive Player of the Week honors in the ASC. And Jade Perez from UT Dallas earned Defensive Player of the Week honors. In men's soccer action in the American Southwest, UT Dallas plays Emory. Hardin-Simmons hosts Texas Lutheran. East Texas Baptist hosts Concordia. Then matches on Thursday, East Texas Baptist beat Shriner 3-1. Concordia and LeTourneau played a 1-1 draw. UMHB beat Austin 2-1. And McMurray and Howard Payne played to a 1-1 draw. The Houston Chronicle reports that the Rockets are working out early at their new facility ahead of training camp. Sports Illustrated is saying the Rockets' ability to take a leap in 2024 is drawing skepticism. The Houston Chronicle also says that first-round draft pick Reed Shepard is drawing comparisons to Steph Curry as the Rockets practice hit it. As the Rockets practice and get ready for training camp. The San Antonio Express News says that Sandro Mumakilashvili is ready to join the Spurs after a busy summer. Sports Illustrated says that Shaquille O'Neal is questioning the Spurs' Victor Wembanyama's ability to dominate. The Spurs have added 12 locally owned restaurants to its list of vendors for the 2024-2025 season. That's what San Antonio Current said. Well, I guess I'll let you go now. That'll be it. I'll be back on Monday with a look back at this weekend's football action. Until then, I'm Chris Carlisle. Be sure to hit the download button, leave a like and a rating, follow and subscribe.